Hello everyone, welcome to HanCanPlan. Today we have a really exciting video for you. I am going to be going over Colibri Paper Co. I know that a lot of you have loved this planner brand in the past when I've featured it. I'm excited today because I have so many different options to show you. There are a handful of planners that say that they are customizable. They may have a couple of customizable things that you can do to the planner. I'm not sure that there is a planner quite as customizable as Colibri. It is definitely one of the top with the options that it offers. They have so many options. So they have 3 different sizes. I'm going to show those to you really quick. They offer planners. You can see I have 2 planners here in the A5 size, along with 2 different notebooks that I'm going to show you here. So these are all A5 size. I have 2 planners in the 7x9 size. This is kind of the standard size that you see a lot of planner brands do. And then I have 1 really big planner in their new 8.5 by 11 size. So that's very exciting. They also offer tons of cover options, as you may see, and they have different coil options. So they have gold, which you can see here, and they also have the silver, which you can see here. The gold is an upcharge on these planners. I love their covers. I think we will first dive into the options that they offer, and then we will dive into the actual planners themselves. They call their planner the works, and I will say this is a very in-depth, amazing planner that has everything in it that you could possibly want. This would be your one and done, most likely. I mean, if you're like me, it probably wouldn't be your one and done because we like lots of planners, but I can see this being the only planner that a lot of people would need. So when you first are going through their website, you will see that they have the Works Planner, the Academic Planner, and the Teacher Planner. I don't have a Teacher Planner here to show you, but I do have the Works Planner and I have the Academic Planner. They also offer notebooks, which I have 2 of here. They have a lined notebook, a bullet notebook, graph notebook, recipe notebook, and appointment notebook. And then within their journals, they have a budget journal and a meal prep journal. And then they also have notepads. Within the Works planners, they have daily planners, horizontal, vertical, and vertical hourly, vertical lined. They have seriously a lot of options. So today I have a horizontal, I have a daily, I have an academic here, I have a lined vertical in this one, and then I have an hourly in this one. So we'll go through those different options. And then within those different options, they have tons of color schemes. So let's go through each one of these and I'll show you the options that I chose for them. They have lots of covers to choose from as well. So we'll go through those. They have tons of covers to choose from. I'm going to flip through some of them right here on the screen. Beautiful options. The base price of these, if you're getting an A5, the base price is $47.99. The 7x9, it is $55.99, which I feel like is a great price, by the way, because these are hefty, very nice, very customizable planners. And then the base price of this big planner is $63.99. Let's go through this first planner. This cover is one of the over 30 cover options I could choose from. So this one is called Citrus Burst, and you can choose to not personalize the cover, but they also have options to personalize it on the front and also on the inside. So I have a scripture right here that I chose, and then my name I put on the front of this one. I chose the gold coil. The cover on this is a very thick plastic feeling cover. It doesn't have that like clear plastic look to it. It is actually printed on the plastic. It kind of feels like a placemat or something like that. It is very sturdy. It's going to definitely protect your planner, and it covers the tabs on the side, so it will protect the tabs as well. This is a beautiful planner. I chose the gold coil for this one, and this is in the 7x9, so that's another thing that you choose. If you get the gold coil, it's a $10 upcharge, and then if you get grayscale in the inside, that's the price that it comes with. If you choose to do a color scheme in here, it is an additional $8. So I went grayscale in this one. It's a beautiful lined vertical planner. In the monthly spread, you also choose if you want it to be a Monday start or a Sunday start. I chose a Monday start for this one. You can also choose to have this be undated. If you get an undated planner, it won't have tabs on it. So it will just be totally open. I did choose some undated, so I'll show you that in a different one. And then you also choose the first day of the week. So on the weekly spread, I also chose a Monday start. All right, so that is it for this one. Let's move on to my other 7x9 planner. This might be my favorite cover that I chose, actually. I thought that one of the more colorful ones would be my favorite, but I love the way that this one looks. This cover is called Meadow. I chose the silver coil, which I feel like goes so well with this beautiful cover. It is so cute. It's so cute in person. I love this one so much. And they have color schemes that match each of the covers. So this one, Meadow, there is actually a color scheme called Meadow, but you can also mix and match. So for this one, I also put a quote in the inside. You can choose the font. So I did this italicized one and I put just Hannah on the front and then have an italicized personalization on the inside here. And this color scheme is called Palms. I just thought it was a really nice, cool toned color scheme. And this is the hourly layout, which I chose. And if you notice, this is undated. So it just has lines. And because it's undated, there's no tabs in here, so you might want to bookmark or something to mark your page. And let me get to a month. I chose Monday start for the week, and this is what an undated monthly looks like, and I chose Monday start also for the month here, so you could choose Sunday on either of those. So that's another one that I designed. This planner is heavy, big and heavy. This is the 8.5x11 planner. And so it is so awesome. If you are a teacher, this is a great size. Or if you just keep your planner at home and you just like more space, a great size. I chose the gold coil, which again is a $10 upcharge. And if you decide that you want color, it is also $8. So the upcharge things on the coil and the colors stays standard no matter what size it is, but the base price is what changes. So gold coil on this, I put no name on the front, so I didn't personalize the front, but I did personalize the inside. I put start each day with a grateful heart. And then this big planner is the horizontal. This is the acrylic cover. That's what this one's called. And there is an acrylic color scheme that matches this, but I didn't stick with that. I chose for the inside of this one, wildflowers. So here are the colors that it is. Beautiful kind of jewel toned colors. And I chose a Monday start for the week. And this is what it looks like when it's undated. It just leaves a little line. I wanted to get undated on some of these because I wanted to try them out here and there without it like expiring, I guess. But let me get to the month. Here is the month in a 7x9. So it does say monthly calendar up there and then month goes here. And I did a Monday start here. So just to show you the difference in sizes, here is the 7x9 versus the 8.5x11. Tons more space in here. I wish that they would have kept the lines still the same size as this and put like a fifth line in rather than just stretching the lines out, because this just gives you, if you have big handwriting, you probably love this. It gives you a lot more space to write big, but I prefer like college ruled versus having it spaced out. So this does give you a lot of space to write in. And then the beautiful wildflower color scheme I just loved. And I feel like a lot of their colors go together, even though there is one that matches this one exactly. It's kind of fun to pick what color scheme you like the best for their interiors. So there is that one. I got one more The Works planners. That's like their main planner. And I got it in the A5 size. So this cover here is so cute and sweet. It is called Chamomile, and I really love the color scheme here. This one I got dated. I had it start in September. By the way, you can choose what month you want it to start in. And for the interior here, I actually went with something really neutral. So I could have chosen the chamomile, which would have been these colors. But I really loved the look of this very neutral one. It has kind of tans and browns as the colors. And this is a daily planner. And this color scheme is called Spot On. It's really pretty. I really, really like this daily. My first day of the week is Monday. And then for my monthlies, I chose, I'm assuming a Monday start. I did Sunday start on this one. So I usually choose Monday start because that's what I prefer, but I wanted to show you guys some of the differences. So here is a Sunday start. It's a beautiful neutral layout. I really like the sizing of this A5. I love an A5 daily. I feel like this is the right amount of space for a daily. And I think this color scheme is just beautiful, very calming. I really, really like this. So that was the options I chose here. I put HanCanPlan on the front of this one, and then I have a quote that I did on the inside. This last one is actually the academic planner, and I put HanCanPlan on the cover here. I have a quote on the inside. I think I personalized all the covers on the inside. Gold Coil, so that's a $10 upcharge, and I have a color inside. I actually chose the matching color inside. So this is the tulip cover, and I chose the tulip interior color, so it matches so nicely. It's beautiful. And this is the vertical academic. There's also a horizontal academic. So the horizontal, the days would be over here. I did choose a Monday start for this one, and the weeks are also a Monday start. And that's the customizations I did on that one. And then I want to show you these different notebooks that I chose. So the notebooks have the same cover options here. This one is the Meal Prep Journal. It starts at $29.99, and you can choose to upgrade the Coil. The Coil is a $10 upcharge on this if you get gold. And then I chose this cute lemon cover because I thought that went really well with the meal plan inside here. So this is what the meal plan looks like. It has breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then the days of the week, your grocery list, and then some notes. It actually starts off with 14 different recipe pages and then a full year of weeks. There's 52 weeks in here with grocery shopping lists and daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner planning. And then each of these meal prep journals actually comes with a matching folder, which is so nice for a meal prep thing because you want to put receipts in here or different recipes or different things like that. And I think that that is really nice that that is included in here. This last one is a notebook. So this one is the bullet notebook. It has these really nice bullets in here. They're quite dark. They're darker than some of the other bullet journals that I have, which I actually really like. I like the look of this. I think it's really, really nice. So these bullet notebooks also start at $29.99 and then the upcharge for the gold coil. You can personalize the front and the interior here if you'd like. I didn't personalize either of my notebook or journal. I just wanted to keep them plain. I think this is such a cute cover for this. I think it's so, so cute for like a journal or something. I just think it's darling. There are 120 blank note pages with bullet dots, a matching two-sided folder in the back. So again, I think that's so nice for a notebook to have this in it. A lot of notebooks don't have a folder, so I think that is so nice. And then this laminated cover with all of the personalization you can choose. And I love that they put their logo, it's in the interior of the back folder. So it's not like covering up the cute design. And I really actually appreciate that. So there are two of their notebooks and journals. I love those options. Now I want to dive in more into the actual planner, and we're going to talk about it more in depth because I think it is an amazing planner, and I think so many of you are going to love it. One thing I love about Colibri Paper Co. is that they don't skimp on materials. This is amazing paper, and it's amazing quality, everything. The materials are just amazing. So they use thick 100-pound Mohawk fine paper for all their internal pages. And most planner brands use 80-pound or less. This is 100-pound Mohawk paper. Just as comparison, Erin Condren uses 80-pound Mohawk. This feels like nearly like cardstock. It is so beautiful. This feels a little smoother than Erin Condren paper, but it does have, I can even see a tiny bit of tooth, which is really great for writing. It keeps things from smudging. It keeps things from smearing. It helps soak in those pens and highlighters a little bit more, which is great for smearing. It's a good thing. With this paper, there really isn't ink bleeding. It is strong, durable. It is amazing. And then the cover here is a fully synthetic cover. It has 20 mil anti-scratch laminate. It is seriously so long lasting. You can throw this around. It is waterproof. It's so good. So if you set your coffee cup or your water bottle on top of this, your pages underneath will be protected. It is great quality. The coil here is a high quality aluminum coil. It's coated and sturdy enough to withstand any usage, really. It feels amazing, like the best quality coils in the market. You will love it. I really do think the spiral binding is the best for planners, and this is like second to none. Another thing about Colibri Planner is their shipping is fast. I cannot believe with how customizable this is and that every page is printed to your customized, like choosing the day and the color scheme and all of that, that they can ship so fast, but they ship fast. And I ordered a lot, you could see, and still it shipped so fast. So I know that that is a concern for planner. You know, we want our planner after we order it. I have ordered from them 3 times and I feel like I usually get it within a week and a half. They say, please allow up to 3 business days for your personalized planner to be created, which I love that they're like, please, like, I'm so sorry that it's taking 3 days. Are you kidding? I am so excited that that is so fast. And then the shipping is 3 to 6 business days, or you can choose priority for 2 to 3 business days. So really, if you want your planner and you order on a Monday, you should have it if you ordered priority shipping by the end of the week or by the beginning of the next week, which I just don't know of another planner brand that ships this fast if it's this customizable. Let's start diving into what is actually in the Works planner. Their first page is their logo and name page, and it is made in the USA. It's actually made in California. And this is a January start, so you get 2 years of planning here. And because it starts January 2026, mine is a 2026 and 2027. So that will depend on what years you choose. You then have these goal pages. You have My Future Self. You will write like what you want to see in your career, your health, your wealth, your family, your lifestyle, and your personal on this page. It has a holiday list for those 2 years as well. And then you have a birthday tracker here for 12 months. You could also cover that up and use it for different things if you want to use it for goals or different things. It's just a 12-month planner there. And then when you get into the monthly planning pages, there is so much to offer. This is what the tabs look like. Colibri, I believe, is Spanish for hummingbird. So it's this beautiful hummingbird on all of their tabs. They all look the same. And no matter what your color scheme is, they always have white tabs. So you could color these in, personalize them, add memories to here if you want. But that is what each month looks like. And then this is a very thick cardstock with a really, really sturdy laminated tab. Your first page is your goals and to-dos. It has room for 3 different major goals, a main focus up here, and then your January to-dos down here. This is what the monthly looks like. If you choose a dated planner like this, the holidays will be here. For the previous month and the next month, they will have these shaded boxes. You have a month before and a month after mini calendar down here. The next page is your monthly budget. And then you also have a meal planner here. So here is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the week, along with a grocery list and notes. So it's kind of like the notebook, but it's on one page, which I think is so nice. And then here is what the lined vertical looks like. I love the spacing of this lined vertical in here. Over here you have the month mini calendar, weekly habits, and hydration. And then when you flip to the next page, you will have a lined notes page, and you will have your meal planner for the week before it gets into the next week. This is the last week in January. You will have a notes page before it gets into the next month. And that is the layout for every month here. At the very end of the planner, this is a 1-year planner. My last month is December of 2026. This is the last week, and then you have a notes page. You'll have an important dates for the following 12 months. So if you make doctor's appointments or you have weddings or different things like that, you can list them there. You have a password tracker, a contacts tracker, and then you have 23 blank notes pages in the back. I really love how there's header room on these notes pages, but it doesn't say like notes or something. So you can label these different notes pages for different things. You can take meeting notes or whatever you want. It also comes with these stickers in the back, and they'll match the cover. So they have lots of different things: birthdays and appointments, day offs, errands, meetings, budget, practice. And then this says like study, work, vacation, payday, exam. There's lots of different things. And it comes with a matching folder. I like how it's matching, but at a different scale. So this is like kind of zoomed in. And then you have the back cover. So there is the lined vertical. I think it's a beautiful planner. I love this so much. So as you can see, these planners have tons in them. And I probably won't go through all of them because the Works planners are kind of all the same. This one's not dated, so we don't have the tabs, but they have the same opening pages. They have the calendar, and then you'll have the monthly budget, the meal planning section, and then they'll have the layout that you chose. So this is the hourly. The hourly layout is just a little bit different than the line vertical. It does have this hourly time from 7 to 7. This is undated, so it doesn't have the dates, but if you did, the dates would be here where the line is. And then you have these top 3 lines, which you could do weather or your workout for the day or your top 3 priorities for the day. And then 7 to 7 here. This has current week. You have 7 tasks over here. So there could be a task for each day if you want this to be like your cleaning. You have habits. There's enough room for 3 different habits. And then you have hydration down here. And then it's similar. So you have your notes page, your meal planning, and it is the same from there on out. This one's the daily, so a little bit different, but you'll have the same opening pages. And then you will have your goals for the month. Before it goes into the monthly, same thing. You'll have your monthly budget. And then this one has a weekly overview because this is a daily planner. You have a weekly planning here. And then at the beginning of your week, you will have your meal planning here, your grocery list. Your habits will go up here for the week. And then you have a monthly planner here, and then you'll have your dailies. So you kind of have this great weekly planner in the daily. You have this plus this for the week. And then on the daily schedule, it goes from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you have a little bit more time. Today's goal, and then you have tasks here and your notes section, and then a hydrate. So it's like that for every day. It does say the holiday right here above the day of the week for this. And then the color scheme obviously is the color scheme I chose. And that is what this looks like. You have the same pages, so you'll have those budgets and all of the same sorts of things in the work. So really, it takes care of your meal planning, your goals, your budget, everything. And this has a weekly and daily, so there's so much in here. And this has stickers in the back that match the cover. And if you get the color scheme that matched the cover, this would also match the color scheme in your planner. And then you have the zoomed in version of the cover on the folder. So maybe if you love the color scheme here, if I would have chosen the chamomile color scheme, which would have been in these, it would match my monthlies, it would match my dailies. I don't really care if they match or not, but if you do, that would be something to think about, that maybe you want your interior to match your cover. All right, and the last one, this really, really big one, which I also got undated, is the horizontal. So for the horizontal, you'll have the same opening pages. This color scheme is super cute, fun. So you'll have those same huge monthly budget, tons of room for your meal planning. And then this is what the weekly looks like. So if it was dated, this would actually say the day, and this would be numbered for your days. Other than that, this is what it will look like. You have weekly habits up here. There's room for 4. And then the hydrate is here for your day. You have 5 different tasks here. And then a big section here, which could be a journal, or you could use it for so many different things. So there is the horizontal. All right, the last one I want to go over is the academic. This is the one that will be a little bit different. This is the A5 size. So this one I have starting in September. Because of that, I have the 2025 and 2026 calendar and the 2025 and 2026 holiday list. Your next page will be your class schedule. So it has, you can kind of schedule out your week, your different classes. You have teacher location and credits, and then a notes section down here. And it looks like there is room for 4 different semesters here. And then you have a notes page. When you get into the month, you'll have a goals page, which looks just like the goals page in the Works Planner. And then you have your monthly. And then this is what the vertical week looks like. They also have a horizontal. So you can list your classes over here. You have 6 tasks for the day. Those can be like your top priorities, and maybe you can schedule in here when things are due. And then that is what each week looks like. This one it doesn't look like it has your meals in here. Instead, it's focused on your exams and your projects and different things that you have to do during the week for a student. So here you have projects and exams for the month, and you have enough for 8 different projects and exams that you need to prep for. And then you have notes pages at the end of the month. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different notes on each month. And that is what every month looks like. So this is also a 1-year planner. So this one runs, I chose for it to be a September start, so it runs through August of next year. In the back of this one, you also have your important dates. And one thing, sometimes when they have these customizable planners, it doesn't really customize these little pages like this, but this one is customized. So it starts in September, because this is a September start planner. This also starts in September, which I really appreciate that even those little pages, they actually care about getting those right. Same back pages, same notes pages here. This feels like a lot more notes pages. I just roughly counted, and I think it's 60 notes pages in the back. So you get more notes pages. And then you get matching stickers that match the cover. So with this one, I actually chose the color scheme that matches the cover. So these stickers will also match this. And they say things like exam, read, quiz, study group, study guide, and study, homework, paper due, vacation, and then you have your back cover. So I think that's an amazing academic planner. I'm going to do another video here where I show me doing layouts with each one of these and how I would use them. If you are interested in ordering any of these Colibri planners, I will have a link below. All the information will be down below. So the last thing I want to do is a pen test. I want to show you how amazing this planner is. So I'm just going to put these aside, and we'll use one of these notes pages in this that doesn't have any printing on the back, so you can really see how great this planner is. So I'm just going to take a second, and I'm going to write using a lot of pens and show you how they handle this paper. All right, here's the test. This is a mild liner. I did one. This, I went over it 2 times. This, I went over it 3 times. I chose the darkest of the clean color dots. I went over the same spot 2 times, and then 3 times. And then all these different pens and a Tombow to really test it out. This one writes similar to a Sharpie. And so here we can see there is no bleed through. There is a little bit of ghosting on this nearly black, it's like a navy blue dot marker. You can see a little bit of shadowing on those, but honestly, like there's no bleed through. And I don't know why you'd ever use that dark of one and go over it 3 times. I just wanted to show you that it's not going to bleed through on this paper. It's not. It's amazing paper, and it feels amazing to write on too. So it's not slick. It has a tiny bit of tooth to it. It's like the perfect amount of tooth. I love this paper so much. I really think that the price of these as well is so amazing for everything that you get. So planners, these luxury planner brands are not pennies. They're not Walmart planners. They're not Target planners. These are definitely a higher quality. The paper on this is so amazing. I really think that you will love it. And what I love most about it, The Works is such a great name for their planner because it really does have everything in it. By the way, we're in Vegas right now. And if it looks a little darker to you, our power just went out and it's like 100 degrees outside. So it feels fine to me so far. We just need to be careful. So far, it's probably going to get hot, but that's why the color changed a little bit. It went out twice while I was filming this video. But thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. If you are going to pick it up, like I said, the link will be down below. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I will talk to y'all very soon. See you. Bye.